Welcome, welcome. Welcome to another fun-filled adventure of Rides with NVA. I'm just kidding. Well, thanks for joining me today. My name is Mike. NVA actually stands for non-value added. I knew there was some confusion in the past about Northern Virginia, I think. Anyway, nope. I am in Michigan, where it is starting to get cold. If you could do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up and the bell notification, and you'll be notified whenever I put out a video. Majority of the time you will find me sitting right here on my 2020 Road Glide Special, at least until the snow starts flying, which was actually last weekend. Well, to all of my subscribers, thank you for sticking around. If you're new here, thank you. If you're still here, thank you. So how many of my subscribers do any kind of customer service where you have to answer a phone call or actually deal with a customer? We've got a lot of different customers. A lot of them have the same equipment, so troubleshooting's not terrible, because pretty much we know everything that can go wrong with the machines, and customer says, hey, this is what it's doing. Pretty much right away can tell what the cause is and how to fix it. But what do you do with that customer that is smarter than you? We'll talk about that in just a quick second. So what do you do with that customer that does not believe what you're telling them? I've been with this company now for 13 years. I've been building this equipment for 13 years. I am the controls guy. If it has a wire, I had a hand on it. So we had a customer call today. So we make machines that generate nitrogen. We make other machines too, but this is the one he happened to be having a problem with. It had run fine a few weeks ago. He was trying to turn it on today, and it was not working at all. So they're kind of a two-part system. So the machine he has is called a Permia, or a nitrogen generator. We breathe 70% plus nitrogen every day. 21% oxygen in the air, 70+% nitrogen. The rest is carbon dioxide, whatever, other gases in the air. So we have material that will separate that out, and we can purify it, and we can come out of our machine with, it depends on the style machine you get, but we can get 99.7% pure nitrogen and store it. We put it in a tank to store it. So that's what they use to flush all the oxygen out of the CA rooms for apple storages. Holy cow. So, like I said, two-part process. We have the main part of the machine that has all the membranes or the material to separate. Then we also need a compressor. We need to have compressed air. Typically that system that he happens to have needs to run at about 175 psi. run that through the system, heat the air to about 120 degrees, gets everything nice and efficient. Out comes nitrogen. He called and said it was not working. Usually the call. Hey, your stuff's not working. So this being an older machine, it is very simple. It is a very stripped down, not smart per se version of the machine. Basically turn a switch, it starts the compressor, it gets to a minimum pressure, turns on the heat, and off you go. So I'm talking the customer through, trying to ask the right questions. What's it doing? What's it not doing? And I'm like, well, it sounds like everything on our end is correct. It sounds like maybe your compressor is a problem. No, that's not it. Okay. Well, okay. So here's kind of the signal chain here. So you have a switch you turn on, okay? And that sends power through this part. And then over to this part, and that's what turns on your air. Well, it must be this part in the panel that's bad. Okay, but the relay, the parts beyond that are working, so that means that part is good. Well, why don't you just send me one anyway? I mean, if I had $1 for every time I had a customer sit there and say, well, that ain't it. It's like, and maybe it's only me, but I've had my kids, I've had conversations like this with my kids. Well, I don't feel good, you know, what should I take for that? Well, why don't you try this? Well, that ain't gonna fix it. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm on the phone for a good 45 minutes with this customer. And it's like, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go try to find the actual wiring diagram, and I'm gonna call one of our other guys who's another guy that knows a lot about them. I'll call you back. Talk to my coworker. Yeah, it sounds like it's a problem with his compressor. Okay, because that's exactly what I told him. Call him back. Okay. So you have everything set like this, and you turn the switch on, and it does this, and it still doesn't work. Correct. Okay. You have a problem with your air compressor. Well, are you sure it's not? Oh my gosh. I don't. So many things you want to say to those people. Finally, after explaining it to them again, I'd lost count at this point. Oh, okay, I think I understand what you're saying. So I need to call a guy and have him come out and look at my compressor. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, we'll give that a try. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Whew. And kind of being, I mean, I've been here 13 years, I'm a little low on the totem pole, so a couple of our more senior guys who usually take these calls, oh, I don't like that customer, I don't want to talk to him today, you deal with it. Oh, but he asked for you. Just the nature of the beast of my job. So that is my customer service story for the day. If anybody deals with customers, drop me a comment. Let me know what kind of people you're dealing with. Some of the customers are great. They call with a problem, you explain it. Yeah, that sounds great. You send them a part, or you walk them through the problem, and they're good to go. Others, man, they just want to argue with you. So I'm going to enjoy this nice ride home. A little cool, not bad though. 59 degrees, no clouds. A couple more days like this, I think it's going to get cooler again next week, but we shall see. So everybody have a good night. Hope you're staying well. And we will catch you in the next one. Talk to you later. Does anybody ever make it to the end? What can I do to make people get to the end? I thought about doing music trivia. What do you think? I tried it once. Nobody commented because nobody got to the end. Yeah.